Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
It is time for the TO show indeed. Yesterday we had 58 donations, so that's a lot. That was a lot. We're still actually catching up. We have 2 to do from Gabby yesterday. We have 1 from Amy too. Why doesn't Audrey like me? So we established that Audrey at work doesn't like Gabby. Entertainment purposes only, by the way. Elena, welcome. How you doing? YouTube user, welcome back. Andrew, thanks for being here. Welcome. Cass W, welcome. CF, what's going on? And Jessica, thank you for your donation over PayPal. Appreciate you. All right. I'm just saying, let's find out what is going on with Audrey. Why didn't Audrey like us? I mean, we're nice. Why doesn't Audrey end up liking us at the end of the day? I'm just saying. She's a little bit just on the stubborn side. It's almost like that you interrupted something. She had things going this way and that way, and then all of a sudden here you came. And it just felt like Gabby seemed to be in the way. Gabby doesn't fit in a variety of ways. She wanted to do things this way, but Gabby wants to do things the other way. It just feels like that there's a conflict of interest. Lord of Defeat, things just don't blend. Basically, she just had her own way. And then you came along, and then all of a sudden, everything changed just a little bit, and she doesn't like it. She's selfish. That's why. That is what some people are like that. Some people are just like that. Stacy, what's going on? How you doing? Boo Boo, welcome. Philippe, welcome. And CF, welcome as well. All right, we're still catching up on the donations from yesterday. We had so many that we're still catching up. So let's find out what Gabby's other question was. We had, what are my talents? Let's do that. Let's put that into the chat box and find out what kind of talents we got for Gabby. All right. Why does it say Jessica Taylor when I just put Gabby in there? I don't know. Let's see. What am I doing wrong? There it is. All right. It's because I didn't hit a button. You know, the funny part is I wrote that program. I wrote the program and I forgot how it worked. What are my talents? Love apples and Renee and Pris. Welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight? All right. Your talents indeed are sort of getting emotions in check, getting your emotions sort of cycled and understanding how they work and able to be using your own emotion, using your own feelings, using your own sort of intuition the best that you can. I think that you have a good creational aspect. You also know when to stop. You also know when to quit. And that's sort of difficult for some people to figure out. Some people just seem to chase things forever. They never seem to get any progress. They're making no progress at all. They seem to be on a treadmill. You know when to stop, you don't want to let go, and to move on to the next big thing. And the pool sort of feelings, you're able to sort of self-reflect and understand how you work and how your mind works. And that's going to be a key factor going in there as well, because a lot of people just don't have any idea, but you do. You're good with that. All right. So let's close all of these documents. Let's go on to the next thing. Elena, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. By the way, we're using the thought for those 2 Gabby reads. And let's see, we had an Amy thing for yesterday too that we missed. All right. So yesterday, 58 donations yesterday, and that was a lot. So I missed a couple of questions, so we're playing catch up. We got a couple in the queue. We got Jessica in the queue. We got YouTube user and Elena. All right, let's knock out Amy's question from yesterday. Amy wanted to know. She was like, I've been working there for 12 years. 12 years working there. Let's see, in the same department. 6 years in same position, apply for a new one. All right, so we need to find out if we're going to apply for a new one. We've been at the old one literally forever, so that's what we want to do right now. Kolziah, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? All right, let's find out. I mean, that's a long time. 12 years working for anywhere is going to be quite extensive. Is it time to move on with that? You know, the sun says yeah. The sun does say yeah. It is sort of a movement card in a sense. Not this particular deck, but the sun does have stuff. I mean, go watch my video. I'll put it out there. Philip, welcome to the stream. How you doing? The sun card starting out into the King of Swords. it is time to start applying. It definitely is, right? King of Swords, taking that advantage, taking that initiative and getting things into the next zone. The sun sort of illuminating this, the sun moving us towards making a movement towards getting the communication, getting the happening. And I think it's involved learning as well. There are some things that you need to pick up. Swords are air, learning, communication, just, sort of that kind of thing. And the King of Swords sort of has all that culminated into one thing, definitely on the command for that. Six of Cups says that you need something that matches your style better. I think that you've kind of gone to sleep in this particular position. It is time to sort of move on, get some things done, get some things happening. And, you really want to do that now. I think now is going to be the time, because the High Priestess, right? It is about picking up other skills. I think once you have more skill set, once you have the variety of skills that you need to go forward with your positions, I think it's going to help quite a bit, and you're going to have things open up that were not open before. So that's what I think, at least. Kozai, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's go for some of the super chats. YouTube user has a question below. Where's my connection with A-headed? He's pursuing somebody else, and I lost interest, and I blocked him everywhere. So where is this headed? Well, I'm just saying. I am just saying, if you already blocked them and they already moved on, it doesn't seem like it's headed anywhere. But that is the question that we have for the yeah, look at this. I mean, we're warming up with the Three of Swords up in here. I mean, what does that tell you? What does that tell you? Emperor into the Three of Swords, into the King. The King is really, really emotionally separated from this. I think that's where you're at. You're like, I don't know how much more I can take. This isn't something I'm looked forward to anymore. It isn't something I really want to deal with at this time. King of Cups, I just would like to just slide out of it, not deal with it. This is something I need to put out of my mind and go forth and find something new. Because the Three of Swords is all you have is heartbreak waiting up in here at some point. Emperor says as well, right? This is your opportunity. This is something you can do, something that you can move on to the next thing. I think it's time. It is time to move on to the next love. Move on to the next love. Get the flowers out. The flowers. Get the heart-shaped balloons out there and find out if that's going to be good for you, because I think it's time. I think it is time for you to move on indeed. And we got on PayPal, Jessica is over there. Oh, by the way, it's been so busy today. But did I even put the PayPal link up? I don't think I even put it up. I don't think I even put it up yet. Wait a minute. Just got to give me a minute. Give me a minute. It's one of those days. It's one of those days we got to kind of recover. We got to get everything going. All right. Pin message. I think, what did I just pin? Did I pin the wrong thing? I pinned the wrong thing, didn't I? Let me find out. I think I pinned the wrong thing. Let me reload. Let me not reload. Let me completely screw that up. That'd be great. I pinned the wrong thing. All right. Let me pin the right thing. Replace pin messages. There we go. All right, cool. Anyway, so back to the PayPal thing we go with. JT wants to know, is it time to let go of help from T? Okay. JT, is it time to let go of help from K? Special K indeed is coming in, trying to help us, trying to assist us. What are we going to do with K? I mean, what can we possibly do over here with K? I think if we're going to deal with K, we're going to do it with the Light Seer's Tarot, right? That makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense with the Light Seers. Hello, Piggy. Thank you for your generous donation. I appreciate that. What is going on tonight? Hello, Piggy. YouTube user, thanks for your other donation. All right. Is it time to let go of help from K? I mean, we've been getting some help. It seems the Emperor and the Fool means yes. We're doing a thumbs up one. This makes sense. It makes sense, my friends. It makes sense. You have the Emperor coming in. The Emperor says it is time to take charge. It is time to take the initiative. it is time to get going, because a lot of times we're just stuck in the same old things. I mean, you know what I mean? And sometimes we just need to step up and take advantage of what we can see. The Emperor says, let's go for it and do it. Because the Emperor doesn't really hesitate, doesn't mess around, especially next to the Fool. It's time to take that adventure. It's time to go on our own way, right? Is it risky? Is it risky not having help from somebody? I think so. I think that the Fool says, especially we're leaning backwards, we're about to fall, we have some risk involved, but it's up to you to take that risk. And that will really, really expand your horizons and sort of get that confidence, some of that back that you have been not having in some respects, right? The Emperor getting it done. There you go. Hello, Piggy. Bought the Waterfall Tarot. Hello, Piggy. I'm excited to ship it to you as well. I hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoy it indeed. All right. Let's go. What are the next things up here? We got so many things going on. We got Elena. Want to know my spiritual gifts. Ooh, let's find out about that and see if we're going to get a little gift from the spirit. I'm going to go. Oh, you know what we haven't done in a while? This one over here. I like this one. Little Prince Tarot gets it done at the end of the day. This is not a deck you play with. Well, okay, it kind of is a deck you play with. You know what I'm saying, though? It's one of those fun decks. You love it. You can't wait to see it. You just adore how it looks and how it works. And they got the audiobook apparently is free on YouTube. You know, I'm not saying any legalities of that, but hey, it's on YouTube. So, okay. All right. Spiritual gifts, if you're looking for that. 7 of Wands. Oh, man, I think you have problems embracing your spiritual gifts. That's what I'm getting from this. You look at 7 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. It's almost like that you have been presented your spiritual gifts before. You have been presented them. It's just not something that you were interested in, not something that you wanted to chase, something that you didn't really want to embrace with that. 7 of Wands, a defensive card. That is what happens. And the 5 of Swords, the Lord of Defeat. It's like I'm defensive against my gift. It's something that I don't really want to deal with at some point. Knight of Swords, I'm sort of chasing it away in some respects. And the Hermit, right? Sort of leaving them be indeed. Basically, it's an interesting read. You're looking for spiritual gifts. I think that you have some. I think that you've encountered them in the past, and this is just something you did not want to chase. You did not want to embrace and sort of move forward with, right? Boo Boo, thank you for your donation. But yeah, this is a weird read. It really is an oddball read for some gifts. It just says, I don't want to deal with mine right now. And that's fine. That is fine. But they are there. They are present. I think that you've run into them before. But I think some of them could be something you just don't want to deal with or something you don't want to embrace right now, which is fine. We don't have to embrace everything all the time, 24/7. There are things that we do run into from time to time that, you know, maybe we channel and maybe the voice says something we don't want to hear. Maybe we can hear things from spirits and it has something we don't want to hear, or something that creeped us out sometime, or something that we sort of backed off from. Basically, it says that we've encountered something that we didn't expect, we weren't ready for at the time. Maybe this is something maybe in childhood, maybe this is something that you had in a weird time in your life. But basically, yeah, it just says these were challenged indeed. So you do have them, you just don't really want to deal with them at the moment. Interesting reading. Definitely including that on the Patreon behind the readings too. So that's not something I expected to see. Not something I expected at all. That's possibly the most interesting reading I've had this week. Anyway, Kozai wants to know, my question is below. Kozai, let's go down to your question and find out what good things you got going on over there in the Kozai world. I mean, was everything that B said about N true, or did B make up that stuff? Did B make up that stuff? Is B lying? Bartman, welcome to the stream. And Paula joined a while back. Crafty joined a while back, but I missed saying hello. So we're going to come back and say hello to all of y'all. Say hello to all of y'all, because it's time, my friends, for the Forest Creatures version 2. Stacy, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, we got JT coming in with another $1. JT wants to know something. What does JT want to know? I don't know. PayPal is slow today. Please have a reading for how is my future looking for the rest of the year. That's a long time period. That is a long time period for 2 cards. That is a long time period. We'll go for it though. I mean, I'm all about taking the chances. Just throwing things down and see where in the world it went. I mean, you're looking at, did B make up that stuff? Because it sounds like B was full of crap before and maybe full of crap at this point. Wheel of Fortune and the Magician and the Four of Swords. B was almost trying to do that. I think B was indeed trying to make up something that didn't exist. I'm going with a thumbs up. I think they filled you full of BS in this particular instance, that there was a little bit that wasn't true. You know what I mean? Because we got the Magician. Magician's coming in. Hey, cool, Zaya. I mean, just between me and you, if I'm telling you a story, I don't need the Magician card. That's pretty obvious. Yeah, I do need the Magician card because I'm just going to tell you what happened. It's just going to be a factual exchange. The Magician's here anyway, though. The Magician is like the master of all the tools, doing a lot of work, doing a lot of creationism as it goes. That power of the Magician mixed into the Wheel of Fortune. I want to tell you things over and over. I want to get a new reality and plant it within your brain. Plant it within your brain. Why? Because I can. I'm the Magician. Moving into the Wheel of Fortune, a couple of majors starting us off, and the Four of Swords. I just want you to be in a certain state. I want you to be in a certain state of mind, a certain state of relaxation, or whatever is going on in this card. And that's what I need. That is just what I need, is just you to be in this position. Not exactly in this position, but you know what I mean. Normally, you don't need the Magician just to tell a story. It's not necessary at all. I'm just saying. I am just saying. All right, we're going to go for Hello Piggy. Will Matthew be the husband? We got Let's Talk coming in with the dono. Thank you, Let's Talk. I appreciate you so much. Let's find out how Matthew is doing. What is Matthew going to do? I mean, is Matthew going to be somebody we walk down the aisle with? Hopefully. I want to go with this one right here. You know, my friends. I mean, you've been around. You know this is one of my faves. The Universal Celtic or Celtic Tarot, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it at the end of the day. That's what I'm talking about. KC, welcome to the stream. All right. Let's find out some husband action. I was thinking about Gregory Scott for this one. I really was, but I reached for the Celtic. You know, that's the way it is. Oh, we have a little bit of that. I'm going to say, yeah. I'm going to say this is looking pretty good for a husband type thing. Going with a thumbs up. We don't have the big hitters though. We just don't have the big hitters, and that would be the Lovers, the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. We just don't have them here. I want you to make note of that for later. Make note of that for later. Okay? I mean, I'm just saying now. The Hermit is indeed a beginning and an ending kind of thing. Let's talk. Thank you for your other donation. The Hermit is a successful arrival at something, right? The successful arrival at something. And that's sort of what I talk about in my book. If you don't have my book, by the way, we don't have 58 donations tonight, so we're going to relax. We have the Tarot Guidance book. This tells you everything you need to know about all these cards, all of these combos that you're seeing on the thing. I talk about the Hermit. I talk about the Hermit being a successful arrival at something. And that's we're successfully arriving at where we need to be, which is the husband, the final state. Hanged Man, though. I mean, there's some inconsistencies. There's some difficulties sort of blending both y'all together in one house. There's, some things just don't match once we start living together. All of these inconsistencies and all of these things sort of come out of the woodwork. And the Hanged Man says that, right? We have different views on who should do this and that and how we should address this and address that. We're living together. We're going to have to meld two puzzle pieces together that normally would not fit. And the Hangman says that. That's just something that just happened. King of Swords, too. There is a bit of a power struggle. I think Matthew wants this way. You want it that way. You're going to have to put in a compromise, right? You just have to get that compromise, or there's going to be some trouble. There is going to be some difficulty getting everything merged in. Overall, the reason I say yes is the Ace of Pentacles and the Hermit. Ace of Pentacles is the beginning of something stable. Again, no big hitters here. And that's important. There's no big hitters here. In other words, this is not something super smooth. We're not just going to roll into it and go, oh, everybody sort of yawns and goes, yeah, we're going to get married, move here. This is not it. There's some negotiation that has to go through. There's some things that need to happen for this to work. But the Ace of Pentacles says the beginning, the structural foundation is there. If we can build on it, it will be successful. So that is critical. That is very critical indeed to come in through that. Thank you again for your very generous donation. And I hope speaking of generous donations, KC, thank you for your extremely generous donation coming in with $50. I appreciate that. Astrid, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you as well. All right. Let's see, YouTube user wants to know, talking to someone else will return in the future. Just curious. YouTube users got some other people on the line. Got some other people on the line and wants to know if N is going to return in the future. 2 of Wands, 2 of Swords, and 9 of Swords. I don't think in the immediate future. We're going with a thumbs down. I don't think in the immediate future they're coming back. I think they are going to be a little bit more relaxed about it now. I think that they are in a different state, especially once you're sort of dating other people. You're looking at who can I engage with, who can I talk to, who can I be in a relationship with. That 2 of Swords is the separate worlds, really, really separate, literally separate. 2 of Wands is the interesting thing. I think they look back at your social media. I think they look around occasionally, but do they come back? The 9 of Swords says they're too concerned. They know you're standing. They know how you feel. And I just don't think that's something that they want to deal with at the moment. Again, we're going thumbs down on that. That's what I'm talking about. Boo Boo says, surprise me with the Thoth. Okay, you want a surprise with the Thoth? I'll give you a surprise with the Thoth. We use 2 Thoth decks at the same time. 1 deck and 2 decks at the same time. You want a surprise? I'll surprise you. I'll surprise you. Okay, we'll do that. Surprise. Okay, here's 1, 2, 3 cards with this deck. And then here's 1, 2, and 3 cards with the other Thoth deck. Do we get duplicates? Do we get duplicates out of this mess? Maybe. Kay, thank you for your donation. We're just literally lobbing cards back and forth at this point. It's almost random. Okay, I'm just saying, surprise you. The fight, you win. The fight, you win. This is how it goes. You want a surprise? We'll do that. The fight, you win. The difficulty, the strife, coming down to the wire, you win it. You win it. There's no doubts about it. You come out victorious. And that's good news. That is good news indeed.
Hooray!
Because you don't want to come out defeated. When you're in the battle, when you're in that strife, it does feel like that. It is active, it is going, but you come out on top, no pun intended, and that's just the way it goes. This is the way it goes. You always win indeed. Look at this over here. The way to get out of the stagnation, the way to get out of the Lord of Disappointment is Truce. It is truce. It's to make a temporary agreement with whatever is headed your way. I don't think that it works for you to just, randomly do things, just sort of go forth and go and do. I don't think that it works. I think if you have the stagnation, if you don't have the water running, the emotions have run dry, it's important for you to make a truce with that person and come to an agreement, find a middle ground that's going to be critical. And as well, you got two women here. There are two women. This is the tale of Boo Boo's two women. You have one woman that is just a little bit controlling over here, has the head in her hands. Too controlling somewhat, very good with communication. And then you have the tale of the other woman who just wants to get things done, doesn't care about communication, doesn't care about the facts, doesn't care about anything. That's the way she just does it, right? These two women are going to be important because combined, they make a dramatic effect on your future. So there you go. You probably want to rewind that one. I talk really fast. Sometimes. If you're watching and you're like, Jesus, how does anybody know what he's saying? You got to rewind. You just have to rewind. That's the facts. All right, Stacy is coming in for the hubby. He would like to know what he needs on to work within himself. Randy is the name. Well, Randy, hello. Hello, Randy. How are you doing? If I'm going to read for Randy, I would go for the divine masculine. I have a divine masculine deck over here, and this is going to be Randy's read. This is going to be Randy's read indeed. Where's my divine masculine book? Oh, man. Oh, I don't have it, do I? I don't have it. Oh, no. Where's my divine masculine? This is one of my favorite decks. And I wrote the author, and I'm just like, dude, this is like one of my favorite decks. Anyway, you're okay. Yeah, speak fast. Okay, yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, we'll find out what Randy's doing. What does he need to work on within himself? What does he need to change? What does he need to adjust? What does he need to do at the end of the day? Randy, by the way, entertainment purposes only. Never take advice on life from a fat man reading cards on the internet, especially from the divine masculine. All right, divine masculine, Randy could be indeed. I don't know.
Everybody loves the D.
I don't know what Randy's pulling in. Emperor, need to work on your assertiveness first off, okay? You need to work on assertiveness. I think that's where you're at. Need to work on your assertiveness. Make things known that are important to you. Make things known. Don't hesitate. Don't just do that, right? I mean, today I had to do something. I knew I was going to go in. It was going to be a fight, okay? I went in anyway, and I just went... And I just said how things are going to be. I didn't ask permission. I just said how things are going to be at work. And it just worked out. Sometimes you just have to. The Emperor says take that stance. Eight of Cups. Too much disappointment next to the Knight. It feels like some things just aren't reciprocated that we do. We go on these adventures. We go on these things and we try to get things done. A lot of times we just get pushback. It feels like we're not respected in some places. It feels like we just don't get appreciated when we do the things that we do. This sort of says don't give up on that, right? Don't wallow in disappointment. Don't go on and get things done in disappointment. It feels like the Eight of Cups. Just sort of, back up a little bit. I don't think it's going to be that bad at the end of the day. Judgment. Randy, what can you do tomorrow that's going to be so radically different that you can start a new path of improvement, right? A new path of improvement. So you have something that's interesting, something that's cool, something that's fun that is going to be something that you can rely on for later, right? Could be drawing, could be painting, could be golf, could be a lot of different things that you want to embrace. Do something new. Get that excitement in. Maybe play a new video game or something exciting in. I think that is going to be the advice for you at the end of the day. We're coming in with JT's other question. Let's see. JT wanted to know future rest of the year. All right. 2 cards for the future for the rest of the year. I'm just saying that's going to be a lot of beef. as far as that. The rest of the year is short indeed, though. Two of Pentacles and Temperance. Be careful what you choose. I think that's a good general life advice, though. Be careful what you choose around late October. I think there are a couple of things happening in late October that you just don't want to deal with. And Temperance says you're going to have to balance it out. You're going to have to figure out how to adjust, how to accommodate some things. It's almost like somebody else is coming in with a little bit of demand as it goes. Two of Pentacles, the choices. The choices are going to be important around the end of October. I would say by November 10th, the choices are pretty stable. You pretty much have your result. You pretty much see, what is going to happen out of that. But overall, you definitely want to be cautious around the end of October and find out how that is going to go. Everybody likes the cards. The Divine Masculine is a lovable deck. It is just a gorgeous deck. If this person ever makes another damn deck, I am going to buy all of them. I'm going to buy all of them instantly because wow, that is pure win in every possible respect. You know what else? You know what else is pure win? You know what else is pure win? And that's if we come over here to the tower. Michelle, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Come over here to the tower. We're going to get the Labanco Tarot. Ooh, this one is win number one. Win number one. By the way, the lovely Ohm Tarot is making the rotation tomorrow. I need to do a 4K flip through for that one, but I think that's going to be highly successful. Brianna and Moon coming into the stream. What's going on? Let's do this. How will the rest of the month go? Well, luckily we're almost halfway in. So, if you haven't, by the way, let's talk. If you haven't watched the news, you need to. You need to watch the news program coming in here. The news program is hot. It's on the homepage. So check it out. We got news coming on the 15th as well. All right. The rest of the month, let's do it. Seven of Swords, Ace of Cups, Fool, and the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting that we have two majors at the end. Let's sort of look at those first. As you're going the Fool, it is an adventure. In this particular deck, we have an adventure leaping off the cliff onto another one. There's a relevant safety net almost between here because we have another cliff that we can see, we can leap onto. And we have the Hermes wings on our shoes. It sort of gives us the power, gives us the ability to float across. The Fool says basically we're going on an adventure. Renee, welcome to the stream. But the Fool does sort of emphasize a lot of times that this is something hopeful. This is something we don't know the answer to. We don't know where at the end of the day we're going to end up with it. That's kind of important. It really is. Because with the Wheel of Fortune means the new adventure that you're going on, the new adventure is going to lead you to a new reality or a new type of engagement, a new type of thing that you need to deal with, a new type of thing that you need to go forth and go with, right? The Wheel of Fortune is the day-to-day things. And the day-to-day things in here is what goes around comes around. So your next adventure as the month goes is going to lead you to a new reality. The new reality is almost like somebody returning from your past, somebody that you maybe had talked to, maybe you had interact with. This person is coming back. They are definitely coming back. The Ace of Cups means it is going to be sort of an emotional reaction, maybe an emotional reunion as it goes. But the Seven of Swords is we're going on that as well. Could that be related to, are we going on a journey with this particular person? It quite possibly could be, right? Ace of Cups is the beginning of something emotional. Next to the Seven of Swords, we have that feeling of returning to something from our past. So that is definitely quite a possibility indeed. All right, let's go what the next one. KC coming in with the very generous donate. On vacation for the last few days, back to work tomorrow. May I have a few cards for the rest of the week? Let's do that. Let's get the most gorgeous tarot I have for this. This one right here. By the way, the neighbor's doing their lawn mowing. The neighbor's doing their lawn mowing right now. All right, Michelle, are you the girl talks? Oh, you are. Okay, the girl talks. Wants to know if C has feelings for K. Michelle, we got you next. Can you hear the lawnmower? Linda, what is going on? Good to see you. Linda changed your profile pic and everything. Linda, you're all serious over there. Linda is dead serious over there with the Wildflower Tarot. Look at you over there being all fancy. All right. Let's get a little action for the rest of the week. The Queen of Pentacles is interesting. You're looking at the Ace of Pentacles at the end, a little bit of a disappointment in between. What is interesting is we have a lot of pentacles. It's the first thing that I noticed, right? We have a lot of pentacles, okay? We have the Queen. We have the 5, and then we're moving over here to the Ace. Let's look at this pattern first off. The Queen into the 5, it does say something that was that was structurally significant, something that structurally worked. It just doesn't work next week. It feels like something, you're coming back to something that was a day-to-day structure or something structurally that just was, predictable. It worked. It just was how you needed it to be. It almost feels like it's not working next week. Maybe it's something that you need to fix. Maybe it's something that you left and it sort of crumbled in the meantime. It's something that needs fixing, something that needs adjusting. But definitely something does not work as you sort of go in and go forth from that. Queen of Swords does say you do have a little bit of a back and forth with a particular individual. It almost feels like that there's maybe some disagreements, or I would say maybe even an argument. Something is happening. Something is going on that you need to sort of deal with. I wouldn't think not necessarily this week, but more of a next week kind of thing. You definitely have to deal with that. Queen of Swords is somebody that sort of made up their mind. They know where they're going. They understand the ramifications of that, but they're willing to sort of take that risk. They're willing to go forth and do that. Queen of Swords could be a situation that you need to be in. Maybe you need to, sort of back up and defend something or give somebody an idea. They don't really want to deal with it. Maybe you have to do the assertiveness thing that we talked about earlier. I don't know, but you definitely have a Queen of Swords moment. Somebody that's stuck in their opinions, stuck in their ways, and just trying to get moved out of them is a difficult thing to do. Ace of Pentacles, again, with things that worked that just aren't working, need rebuild, need reformation. And that's going to be one of the factors that you run into. I don't think that's going to be that big of a deal. I think it's just something that you got to go with and got to go forth. There you go. On vacation, you always come back to something a little new, and I think that is going to be no exception. Thank you again for your very generous donation. I appreciate you so much. Anita, welcome to the stream. What is going on? All right, we're going for the Girl Talks. All right, the Girl Talks indeed. Let's see, did you type the question here so I can just click it? No. Okay, let's do this. Girl Talks wants to know. The Girl Talks, Boy Talks. All right. C has feelings for K. All right. What is C doing? How is C going to handle the feelings for K? We're going to go with maybe the super limit. What do you think, Girl Talks? What do you think? Is this one of your faves? Is this something that you like? Is this something that you enjoy? I mean, I am just asking the question. Is this something that you want to do? This is find out if C has feelings for K. I like how the Girl Talks worded the question just like I say it on the stream. I want to emphasize this. The Girl Talks says, okay, the message is, the Girl Talks wants to know. I think that's funny. Apparently, that's the new thing. Maybe that is the new thing. I don't really know. Is that going to be in? Is that going to be in? All right. Let's talk live. This is Catherine. Thank you. It's been a while since I've been on. Oh, Catherine Home. Welcome. It is good to see you again. I've been very ill. Oh no. You ended up in jail because of my ex. Wow, you were right. Oh no, that's good. That's not good at all. That's not good at all. I like being right, just not right about that. Well, anyway, Catherine, it's good to see you again. I appreciate you hanging out with us. All right. Let's see if C has feelings for K. I'm going to go with, yeah. I think we have a little bit of a feelings here, This is interesting, though. You can tell that C's had a rough go. C has had a rough go of it. It's just not something that C takes lightly. This is not something that C was having a good day with. It feels like C is just taking it on the nose. C is taking it on the nose. And now C needs to reach out and sort of engage in emotions again. And I think they're very shy at this point. I think it's very difficult at this point in a lot of respects. Wounded Warrior says so. Right? The Wounded Warrior just sort of says, yeah, this could be something that is difficult. This could be something I don't want to deal with. And that may be a situation that you're going to have to run into, because a lot of times that is something that you have to deal with. Right? But again, they're very shy. They're very, very shy. There's a lot of things that have happened over there, and they really, really don't want to deal with a lot of that stuff. So interesting indeed. Angel, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. The thing I think about this, though, overall, is going to be that, they do have feelings. Ten of Cups really gets that, especially the Emperor, right? I'm willing to take the risk. And that's the important part. Willing to take the risk and just do it the way it needs to be done. Because I've been looking, and this feels like something that is quite possible. Catherine, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. This feels like something that is quite possible indeed. So yeah, they do have feelings, but they've had a rough go. They're not just going to leap into it. So, not going to just leap into it. So you got to be patient. But I think you are, and I think everything will be all right. It's just a matter of letting things happen on its own and letting the flower bloom as it may. Astrid coming in with a donation. How's my ex Max feel and think of me? Let's find out how they do. By the way, I'm talking a little quieter because, okay, I'll be honest with y'all. Now. Don't tell anybody. I think the neighbor thinks I'm crazy. Okay, because when I'm doing the stream, I'm actually like yelling. I get so excited on the stream that I'm like yelling. I'm pretty loud. Okay, I mean, my girlfriend actually said something. She was like, "I can hear you like 2 rooms away." So occasionally the neighbor will come out and like mow the lawn or do the weeds or whatever, and I think that they're like passing by the window during the stream, and they're like, "What the hell's going on in there?" I mean, so I think they think that I'm like absolutely crazy, because like when they see me, they like go inside sometimes. So I'm just saying, I think they think I'm a little nuts, but that's all. That's what the world needs, though. The world needs a little crazy. The world needs a little excitement and adventure, and that's what I'm going to bring. That is what I'm going to bring. I can't hold back. I can't hold it back. I can't hold it back. All right, how does Max the X feel about me? Are they interested? What are they going to do? Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, and the Hierophant. They do know that you are, they do know that you're in charge. That's what the first thing that you got. They do know that you're in charge. And that's what you got to understand. The Queen and the Queen, not only the Queen of Swords, but the Queen of Wands. These are pretty powerful. These are pretty powerful cards here. And it just feels like that the X thinks and the X understands that you have the upper hand in any sort of relationship interaction. You have the upper hand. That's just how it goes. Hierophant, they like the stability that you did bring. They like sort of what you sort of made, the nice foundation that you brought in, and all of these good things that you had. They miss that. They do miss some of that, because there's a lot of difficult and not really stable foundational things that they have going on at the moment. And they really could use that right now. But that's just how they feel about you, Astrid. That's how they feel about you indeed. All right, what do we got going on next? We got Kay coming in. How will I fare this pandemic? Any advice from the spirit realm? Let's find out. Let's find out how that is going to go. Any advice for just surviving day-to-day life? So if I'm going to survive day-to-day life, I'm going to do it with my deck of cards, okay? Okay, my deck of cards, otherwise known as the Waterfall Tarot. The Waterfall Tarot. If you like this deck, by the way, I'm just saying, Hello Piggy just ordered a set. Hello Piggy just ordered some. Look how thick these are. These are my cards. Look at how freaking thick they are. The 350 GSM. Look at the quality. Watch this. it barely moves to here. It's barely moving to here. Oh, these are thick boys. These are thick boys, okay? They're thick, they're long, they're strong, and they bring you pleasure, okay? So that's what I'm just saying. You can get these, if you don't want a box, they're on my site for $29. I mean, where are you going to get a deck of cards this thick, this nice, this colorful for $29? I'm just saying, a link in the description. Link in the description. I mean, and I have sales sometimes too. I have sales where you can come in and get it even cheaper. I mean, on sale, I think it's like $25. That's crazy. Where are you going to get something like that for 20? Anyway, it's in the link is in the description if you want these cards, All right. Anyway, how will you fare? Okay. Wounded Warrior is back. It does feel like that. You're feeling the effects. You're not immune to it, right? You didn't just dodge it. You didn't go. You weren't. I don't know what's a good. You weren't like the running back in the NFL to where you saw it coming. You just stiff-armed it. You dodged it, and you went on. Wounded Warrior says you feeling the effects. There are some things happening, especially emotionally. I think this is really affecting you. Situations, day-to-day life, it's really affecting you emotionally. Sometimes it feels like, I just need a break. I just need, if I could just get something to come in, some good news and all of these other things, Angel, thank you for your donation. The Girl Talks, beautiful. Did you do the illustrations too? Yeah, I did. I did the illustrations. I did. Here's some of the cards. Hang on. Well, sorry, I'm going to interrupt you reading to sell my cards. I know I'm a slut like that. I'm sorry. Hang on. We'll find you some good cards. Find you the good. Okay, here's one of my best cards. Strength. That is my strength card. We got the let's see, the Chariot. I spent a lot of time on that one. I know. Yeah, okay, the Sun. The Sun is one of the ones that everybody likes. So the Sun card. So we got a lot of nice, vibrant cards in here. Anyway, back to the read. But yeah, it is affecting you. It's affecting you especially emotionally. That's kind of hard to deal with sometimes. It feels like that you need more opportunities. It feels like things are just sort of dragging you down in it. So what are the advice from the spirit realm? I would say, based upon this, don't take it emotionally. Have some ability to control emotions, whether that is from creating your own reality, whether that is from creative visualization, right? Shakti Duane's book, Creative Visualization, is so freaking good. Creative visualization may get you through some of that. So, you know what I mean? When you're lonely, visualizing somebody that's there. When you're upset about something, visualizing something that's nice. When you're stressed and you're anxious, visualizing a nice beach or some place that you can vacation or whatnot. The Queen of Wands says, don't let it affect you emotionally as much. King of Wands as well. Take the initiative, take the advantage when you can get it. So there are things out there that are low-hanging fruit that you can just dive through and get it, right? You can get it done. And the Two of Wands, look around for new opportunities. Look around for things to do that you can help people, right? I think that's big for you. Find out how you can help people when you do interact with people. Like today, I'm coming out of the store. And this lady drops her credit card while she's like putting her wallet away in her purse, right? So the credit card fell, and it fell in a weird place. Because I'm a Virgo, I saw it though. Because I'm a Virgo, I saw it. So I go, hey, ma'am, your credit card fell. And it was like it wasn't visible because it fell in this weird place. And I said, it's like right there behind the thing. And she was like, oh, wow. How did that even get there? I was like, it like bounced. It was kind of weird. Anyway, but that was just a good thing that, I did. So I wanted to do a good thing. I like doing good deeds. So that's one of the things I wanted to do. Anyway, so I'm just saying, sort of get in that realm, get on that focus. And I think that's going to be better off for you. Melody, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, Angel coming in. Can you tell me if the egg cleanse worked right? The egg cleanse. That sounds nasty. I'm not, that sounds nasty. I don't know. The egg cleanse. Where did you stick the egg? I guess that's my thing. I guess that's my thing. Where did you stick the egg? I don't know. Let's find. Let's go to the Tarot Tower, and maybe I don't want to know. Maybe I don't want to know. if I'm gonna do an egg cleanse, I'm gonna use this one right here. This one is, by the way, the Bumbleberry Hollows deck, and let's find out. Let's find out how this goes. Let's see, what was the queue like? It was late tonight getting wood. Okay, the queue's not bad. We got a couple of queues. We're like here. We just got this right here. So we're down to like the last 3. It's a pretty relaxed night. It's not like last night. Last night we had 58 donations and it was like Grand Central Station. So, you know, Grand Central Station last night. Tonight's a little more chill. It's a little more chill. We're just kind of hanging out and having a conversation at this point. We're talking about my deck. We're talking about the book. We're talking about sigils. We're talking about egg cleanses. That's an eggplant. I don't know. We're talking about my neighbor thinking I'm nuts. You know. It just doesn't. You just don't know. Wildflower Tarot. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. The Hermit. The Hermit is nice. If you're going to cleanse with an egg, you want to do it by yourself. I'm just going to come out with that. I'm going to come out with that, okay? Because no matter where the egg is going, the resulting farts are going to be pretty bad. The Hermit says being by yourself is going to be quite nice. By the way, I got in trouble. for farting. Anyway, let's skip that story. Anyway, the Hermit, you want to be by yourself during this egg cleanse. That's very important. Did it work correctly? Ace of Swords says it did cut through. It cut through something and it ended up someplace else. Ace of Swords, it went right in there. It went right up in there, you know? Ace of Swords, it just happens. That is the penetration of Kether, and the penetration of Kether indeed happened, maybe within your body. I don't know. But yeah, that Ace of Swords got it going on. The Queen of Cups said that you may not want to do that again. You just may not want to do it. Did it work? I think that it worked indeed. You want to hear that? Craftiger wants to hear the story. Okay, we got time. I'm just saying. Anyway, I ended up in the doghouse. I ended up with the doghouse with Christina because I ended up farting. So I'm sorry. I got to ease up on the farts. Okay. Let's find out what is going on with the next one. We got Angel coming in. Dream about the baby boy fox. Okay, what? We got egg cleanse. We got baby boy fox. Angel, what are you doing over there? Angel, like, what are you doing over there? What happened with that? What happened over there? All right. The dream about the baby boy fox. Did that happen? What was going on with that? The penetration of a thick deck. It might be it. That might be it indeed. All right. The Six of Cups, the Star, and the Eight of Cups. That is interesting. It's almost like that you're on. It's almost like that you're on a pathway, right? We have the Star. And between the pathway is the 2 different results that could be there. One is a Six of Cups, which is a connection, maybe with a family member, a friend. It just feels like that this is something that has a connection, right? A connection between 2 people. And the Eight of Cups is the abandonment of another connection. Basically, it means what you have. The dream meant that you are on a pathway and you can have 2 choices within the pathway. One is to connect with this other person. Another is to abandon the other person. Which is going to be the best for you? Basically, right? The connect or abandon them. It almost feels like that you have 2 good options. They both look very viable. So it's up to you to make it. It's up to you to make that choice, but it is something that's coming. The Star says you are on that path. Indeed, Philippe's a story time with T.O. It is. It's story time with T.O. All right. Yeah. Let's not go into details there. All right. Let's talk. Will I get out of this mess that the ex got me into? Let's find out what kind of mess they got us into, and if we can get out, that's going to be vitally important. I'm going to go with This Might Hurt Tarot, actually. We're going to go with This Might Hurt Tarot. I think that is going to be the one that we need. That is going to be the one that we need indeed. Okay, let's find out what's going on. Dream definition. Yeah, it is. All right. Let's see. We got into a mess with the X. We need to wiggle out of it somehow because it seems like there are things happening with this. 10 of Wands. Oh, a mess that you are indeed in. The 10 of Wands is a difficult card. It really is a hard card to deal with. YouTube user, thank you for your donation. The problem is it was too much too quickly, and it sort of got roped. You got roped into it involuntarily, and it feels like that there's something that you just need to get out of it. Can you get out? Chariot says yes. The world says you do have some good stuff on the other end of it, right? If we chase it, if we pursue it, we will have the success that we need. Chariot into the world is king. It is absolutely king. King of Swords does say that you want to be sure not to get manipulated anymore. You want to make sure that there are no more doors that are open that are going to get you into trouble. You can close those doors. Don't deal with those. Don't embrace anything. Even if it looks good, it may be difficult at the end of the line. But the 10 of Wands is escapable. We're going with a thumbs up. We have the Chariot. The Chariot says we can move through it and get into the world, which is a much better option and a much better escape from this. So is it? Will I get out? Absolutely. Looking great. Sarah, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. We got Melody wants to know, what does Max think about me? He is a Pisces. A Pisces. Everybody loves a Pisces. A Pisces is the fish. A Pisces, the fish swims around, gets themselves into the situations. We need to find out. It was Max think about me. He is a Pisces. There's Max right there. There is Max on the screen. We want to know, Max, what do you think? What do you think about Melody? Do you like Melody? Okay. 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords, and the 10 of Swords. This is looking pretty bad. This is looking pretty bad. I wanted to start out with this love reading. I wanted to say, yes, love. It's all about love. It's all about the excitement. It's all about the adventure. I have to go with the thumbs down because we got some bad cards. Just has the Sunflower says, I don't want a Pisces. Melody, you may not want the Pisces either. You may not want that Pisces. 2 of Swords says the Pisces and you are in 2 completely different worlds. You're almost like that you're blinded. You can't see just how incompatible, that's easy for me to say, incompatible this could be at the end of the day. This is difficult. It is difficult to deal with, and it feels like it's just going to be overall very challenged for you to get this done correctly, because we have the 3 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. The worst 2 cards that you could get, congratulations, you got them. Okay? You wanted them, you got them. You got the worst 2 cards in the deck. So, yeah, this looks pretty bad. Melody, I would, you may want to stick a fish hook in the fish and cook them or something. Entertainment purposes only. Don't cook your Max or anything. Okay. All right. Love Apples. Thanks for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. You're France. He's in France and I'm in Australia. Yeah, long distance relationships, those are super easy to get out of. I got to say, super easy to get out of. Wildflower Tarot says those are terrible cards. Wildflower Tarot. Hopefully I don't get terrible cards for yours. I don't want terrible cards. Wildflower Tarot, I want some beautiful, wonderful things. And that's why we're going with the Gregory Scott. That is why we're going with Magic? Magic, the Poe. The Poe knows about magic. You know this. Everybody on the stream knows that the Poe knows. I'm just saying. Everybody on the stream understands. The girl talk says, serve Max up with some tartar sauce. Maybe. I mean, there's some long distance. I love long distance relationships. You know why? Because you can just hit the block button. You just block them. Just make them go away. Just block. You make them go away. It's like magic. And the fish just, swims someplace else. All right. Should I check out Chaos Magic? Chaos Magic. The Hierophant. Oh, Knight of Pentacles, you're going to like it. You're going to enjoy it. The Hierophants will become a mainstay over there in your house. Just saying. The Knight of Swords, you need to be freaking careful. You need to be freaking careful. The Knight of Swords, you really need to be careful because you're not good at it yet. Look at, there's you. There's a live shot of you right here. There's a live shot of you doing something, mixing something, and it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work at all. It's almost like that you made something bad. You need to be careful. The Page of Pentacles, you don't know what you're doing. You need to relax. You need to relax. Make sure you read up. Make sure you read up. Should you do it, though? Should you do it? Look at this. The Knight of Pentacles is proud of their accomplishments. They're proud of all of that good stuff as it goes. And the Hierophant, it becomes a mainstay in your repertoire. Yes, you need to do it. But be careful. You could turn yourself into a frog. You don't want to do that. You know, you could turn yourself into a fish. You might turn yourself into a Pisces. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. There's not enough tartar sauce. There's not enough tartar sauce. You need to be cautious and you need to be careful because if one day you come on the stream and you're a fish, I told you so. I told you. Okay, will I lose at least 15 pounds by October? Changed my habits. YouTube user wants to know. Philippe says, I'm so sick of relationships. You know, Philippe, some days we all are, quite frankly. Some days we all are, my friend. We all are. Okay. Yeah. Will I lose 15 pounds? 6 of Cups and the Temperance. By October. That's a pretty good goal. I'd say that's a pretty realistic goal. We're going to give it a thumbs up. I like it. I like it. But yeah, the 6 of Cups, you know, it does. You're talking about drinking. Talking about drinking. I think one of the keys is going to be drinking, either drinking enough water, drinking whatever, you know, shake or whatever you have that is going to be there, right? That is going to be there. All right. Yeah, with the 6 of Cups and Temperance, you want to watch what you drink. A lot of calories are going down the throat in the form of a drinks, and you really don't want to deal with that. But can you do it? Absolutely. YouTube user, I'm going with a thumbs up for you, my friend. We got Sarah coming in with the dono. Sarah wanted a deck of cards. Mons Tarot. That's a good idea. I like that. Sarah knows how to pick the good cards. Knows how to pick the good cards. That is what I'm talking about. Let's go over here and grab the Mons Tarot for Sarah. Sarah, welcome back. It is so good to see you as always. You know, if you guys like the stream, hit that like and sub button. It lets YouTube know that I don't suck, right? Because my neighbor already thinks I'm crazy. They already think I'm crazy. I'm already in trouble for farting. I can't take any more. I can't take any more. I need you guys to hit that like and sub button so that YouTube likes me at a minimum. Okay? If YouTube likes me at the end of the day, then that is going to be things that just make me happy. I'm telling you now, please, I'm begging you for the like and the sub. Anything the cards want me to know, I'm bored. Okay, Sarah, let me tell you what the cards want you to know. We got the information right here. Okay? Hanged Monster. Different perspective, different look brings you enlightenment, right? Brings you enlightenment. Crystal Heart is like one of the main commenters on the channel at this point. Crystal Heart is an absolute angel, okay? Period. Crystal Heart, I got your donation under KW, and I will get it in a minute. So hang on. Be patient with me. All right. Hanged Monster. Enlightenment is from looking at things from a different perspective because you do have that. I know KD, thank you for your donation. I know you're looking for a job. I know that you had the name thing going. You have all sorts of difficulties over there getting everything. Overall, the enlightenment comes with newness. Enlightenment, because that's what you've had. You've had new name, you've had new job, new experiences. It feels like there's a lot of new things happening, and I think that is going to lead to your enlightenment. Very cool. The Ace of Cups is also interesting. I think going forth into adventures of sort of maybe not romance or sort of emotions or something that involves with the Ace of Cups, Four of Pentacles, and the Fool. I think at the end of the day, it's about going on adventures rather than trying to find things that are going to be stable. You're at a point where you're a little bit out of your comfort zone and you're able to reach out. You reach out, right? The Four of Pentacles, don't stay in your comfort zone long. Reach out, do things that are going to be fun, adventures, do things that are going to be kind of where you really want to be at the end of the day. Because I don't think you want to get stuck in a rut, which seems like you may be tempted to. Working from home is good and bad at the same time. I agree. The Fool, go on the adventure. Just do it. Just do it. All right. Hopefully that makes sense, Sarah. Yeah, working from home is a blessing and a curse, I got to say. I think working from home is great until you stay home after work. And then it starts to suck. Okay? Yeah, because you're at home all day and you're at home all night. And at some point, you're just like, Jesus, I need to get out of this place. I have to get out of this place. That comes about. That comes about. I've been working from home for a while now, even before the pandemic. So yeah, that's one of those things, you know. Sometimes the girlfriend doesn't want to go someplace. I'm like, oh, come on, let's go someplace. Let's go someplace. And she's been going into work all week, and I haven't. So I'm like, we need to go someplace. Anyway, yeah, working from home is nice. But until you don't go any place for like the entire week, and then you realize you never left your house, you know, that's when you don't. That's when that's when it kind of starts to suck. All right. Well, a job forcing you to do something I don't want to do. Oh, will my job force you to do something I don't want to do? Five of Cups, the Empress, and the Nine of Pentacles. Will they date? We need another card. We need another card. We need another card. That's what we need. Go to the beach after work. Oh, geez, that would be nice. I live in Texas. There's no beach. All right. The moon. The moon. I'm going to go with a thumbs up. I'm actually going to say thumbs up on this, which is kind of weird. I'm actually going to say they're going to tempt it. Okay. They're going to tempt it. Because we have the disappointing card of the Five of Cups. This is I got to put this on the Patreon too. This is interesting read. The Five of Cups is the Lord of disappointment. I'm asked to do something I'm just disappointed in, and I don't want to do that. Right? We are disappointed. The Empress says they try to sell it to you as something good. But it's not good, something you don't want to do. They also may dangle money in front of you or threaten you with less money or something like that. The Nine of Pentacles and the Moon card. Very interesting. You need to go on that moon adventure. They need you to go on this adventure. And the Moon card, if you watch my video, is about the crab or the lobster, whatever, right? The crab, lobster, going in, and they're going in from a place of comfort, which is the sea, into the land, into that land. Nine of Pentacles maybe being offered money or being threatened with money. The Empress, they're putting it into this package that looks nice. Angel, thanks for your other donation. And the Five of Cups overall looks disappointing. I think yes. We're going with yes. So, yeah, I don't know what it is. We definitely don't want any details, but that looks challenging indeed. Crystal Heart 9. I have no idea. Are you KW? Let me know. Crystal Heart, is this you? KW. How is L feeling about me? All right. Is that you, Crystal Heart? How is L feeling about me? If that's not you, let me know. All right, and we'll find out how is L feeling about us, if L's going to be any good to us. Eight of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Five of Swords. L ain't liking you too much. L is not liking you at all. It doesn't look good. I gotta say, it doesn't look clean. You have the Lord. You have the abandonment of the Ace of Cups, the heartbreak of the Three, and the defeat of the Five of Swords. It basically is the worst reading you can have, right? Crystal Heart, what's your question then? All right. Of course, Crystal Hart, I did not get you. Anyway, Kelly, this is bad. This is really bad. It looks pretty difficult. This looks like the worst cards you can get, basically. So yeah. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, that looks really bad. Anyway, KW, apologize for that. But that's just what it says. Just what it says. Maybe you should lie and say you're pregnant. Oh, I know what it is now. Love apples. I know what it is now. I know what it is. That's interesting indeed. The disappointment from that. You know, I kind of want to go back. And look at those cards now that I know what it is. Now that I know what it is, I want to take a break. Okay, disappointment, the Nine of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Five of... Ooh. Nine of Pentacles, Empress, and the Moon. That's interesting. Almost looks like a needle. That almost looks like a needle. It does. And that looks like maybe something that is injected, maybe. And that is interesting. Now that I look at that from a different perspective, that is interesting indeed. KD has a question though. KD wants to know, get another job instead, maybe. Best way for me to lose weight and find out with the Tarot in Wonderland. Let's find out how the Tarot Wonderland is going. Maybe I was right. I could be right. I mean, love apples. I could be right. All right. I mean, you could say that. You could. Yogi, welcome. How is it going? It looked like a needle. It looked a little like a needle, my friend. Love apples has been here long enough. Looked a little like a needle. All right. If I did use the Gregory Scott, I think we'd have gotten just a defined answer for that one. But anyway, best way for me to lose pandemic weight. I'm going to say with a buddy, a workout buddy works. A workout buddy makes it happen. A workout buddy makes you get up. Because workout buddy be calling you, be like, hey, KD, time to go to the gym. You'd be like, no, time to go. Come on. All right. The Three of Cups, workout buddy is going to be it. And the Five of Cups, don't have unrealistic goals. Don't have any unrealistic goals, right? Unreachable goals. You don't want unreachable goals. You want things that are reachable. Like, I want to lose a pound next week. I want to lose maybe 2 pounds next week. I mean, that just happened. But the Moon says day to day is a cycles card. You read the book, KD. You know, you read my book. I know you have. It's a cycles card. It means daily, doing it daily. Being regular is going to be your key. Workout buddy, being regular day to day and set realistic goals. That is going to be your key. All right. How does the ex Arnold feel about me? Want with me? All right. Angel. By the way, Yogi, thanks for your donation. By the way, we're ending soon. We need to get out of here eventually. We're going to go eat a banana and take a shower. Eat a banana and take a shower. It's what we do on the stream. We eat a banana and take a shower. Well, I'm sorry. We don't take a shower on the stream. You know what I mean? Yeah, after the stream. All right. How does the ex Arnold feel about me? Do they love me? But you need some love. I'm just saying, you need some love at this point. Angel needs a little bit of love. Is it from Arnold? I don't know. Is it from Arnold? The devil, the Ten of Wands, and the Knight of Wands says no. It ain't from Arnold. But you have other options. You have other options indeed. So yeah, look at this coming in there. The devil says that, Arnold doesn't come in with virtuous intentions. Arnold has their own ideas. They have their own things in mind. The devil ain't looking good. It is not looking good at all. And the Ten of Wands, ain't nobody got time for that. Angel, ain't nobody got time for that. Arnold is bringing in that stuff. He's going to load you up with that Ten of Wands. It just feels like that's not going to happen. That's not going to be good for you at all. And the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, it says just move on. Move on. I don't think you want to deal with Arnold at this point. It's just not happening. And Yogi is coming in with the August career read. Yogi, let's find out. And Crystal, I did not get your donation, but I'll give you a reading anyway. Crystal is like one of the best commenters on my videos at the moment. I mean, Crystal's just coming in, just making the grade over there. Crystal's coming in with all of the cool stuff, fun stuff, all the positive stuff. It looks great. Anyway, August career, let's get it happening for Yogi. Ace of Wands, definitely watch out where you go. Watch out where you're going to go, because the Six of Swords, there's some journeys that you don't want to take in the career. Be very careful. Be very careful with that. There's some journeys that are available you definitely don't want to take. You just don't want to deal with it, okay? You don't want to deal with it at all. That Six of Swords, the journeys may not be good, because the Ace of Wands, some of them are tempting. They are tempting indeed. Look at this, the King of Swords. It feels like that the communication is going to be there. We have the support. We have the ability to do this. It looks like something that's clean and easy and waiting for us. I think it could be possible, but those journeys need to not be taken. Need to not be taken. You need to be very, very careful with some of those. All right, and Crystal has a question. Wants me to use an angel deck. Again, Crystal is just amazing. Crystal is just amazing. I did not receive payment, but I'm going to read you anyway. What blessings are coming to me? Angel deck, please. Let me get up and go get it. Get up and go get the angel deck. We need... This is the angel, I think it's the Angel Wisdom Tarot or something like that. I don't remember what it is. Rodley Valentine is the person that made it. Anyway, this had quite the the wafting smell to it when I took it. One of the chemical smells and whatnot. Anyway, all right. What blessings are coming to me? Let's find out. Let's find out how that goes. Magician. I think, okay, interesting, right? Magic is alive in your life. Cool. Well, you need to be successful, manifest. If you believe it, you can do it. This is about manifestation, Crystal. I think that's one of the things that you're in right now is a stage of manifestation. I'm actually about to go read, after the stream, a book from Jane Roberts. It's called The Nature of Personal Reality. This is the single greatest book that's ever been written in the history of books. The Nature of Personal Reality by Jane Roberts basically channeled a thing called, or an entity called Seth, and Seth made the book, kind of. Anyway, if you have not read this, this really changes everything that you think about reality. But the magician says you're in that manifestation mode. You're able to manifest. You're able to get focused. You're able to create things that are going to be maybe, not available to other people. The Queen is interesting, and the Seven of Wands as well. Seven of Swords. Yeah, Seven of Swords is interesting. You are talking about, at this point, moving forward and getting out of situations that you need to be out of, right? Power of the P, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Getting out of situations that you don't need to be in. What can you escape? That's going to be critical. A loss of peace of mind, of personal freedom. Take caution, be aware of others' actions, right? Need to be aware of others' actions, be wary of what other people are doing, and get out of any situations that you're drug into that could not be advantageous for you. The Queen comes in, though. It says overall, everything is going to be stable. The blessings that have come to you will be stable. Not going to be something that's fleeting. That is going to be something that you can grab onto, you can grasp, you can go forth and have a lot of power over that. So looking great overall. Looking great overall. Power of the P coming in with the last reading of the night. Power of the P, thank you so much. How far the majority will see me this evening. Thanks a lot. Blessings in your way. Thank you very much. How the majority will see me this evening. So apparently you're going to get dressed up and go out and present yourself to the world. If I'm going to present myself to the world, I would do it with a Gregory Scott tarot. This is the one. This is the one. What's the name of the book? All right, I'll type it in. Let me type it in. All right, okay. The Nature of Personal Reality by Jane Roberts. This book is basically the end-all, be-all book. You will never read another book like that in your life. Very, very interesting. I actually at one point, I hate to say this, I had 17 copies of it. I had 17 copies of it. I had like every print edition of the book at one point. At one point, I had every print edition, small size, thin size, the first printing, second printing, third printing. I had the hardbound, I had the soft bound, I had the Kindle version, I had the PDF. They got off their site or something like that. I had I think it was like somebody converted into an audio. Anyway, I had a lot of them. Anyway, all right. The majority will see me. We're getting dressed up. We're going out. How will they see me? What do I look like? Sun is great. Sun is you present the best side of yourself tonight. You really present the best side. I think people see that. People see that. People understand that this is your best side, and you bring in this light. You bring in this magnificence that everybody notices. Like when you come in the room, everybody understands that you are now there. The magician, right? They understand that you're a person of power. You're a person of, manifest. You're a person that can get things done. You understand what needs to be done. You can take care of it. You can knock it out. This is not going to be something difficult for you at all. The magician gets it done. Queen of Swords 2 says that, HK, thank you for your donation. The Queen of Swords and the 3, it says that you're working towards something. You're not just sort of milking off of life. You're one that's coming in and working towards things, creating the opportunities that you have, because Power of the P doesn't wait. Power of the P just does not wait. Power of the P just does their thing and makes it happen. There's not really anybody going to stop Power of the P, because Power of the P makes their own opportunities. It doesn't wait, doesn't delay, doesn't hesitate. That is just the way it goes, right? Doesn't just the way it goes. All right. Well, thank you, Crystal. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Crystal, again, you are just absolutely amazing. I love you to death. All right. Just loving Crystal.
I love you.
All right, what are AP's feelings for me? Wrapping it up tonight. By the way, we're wrapping it up. We're going to go take a shower and eat a banana off stream. Off stream. Okay. What are AP's feelings towards me? They're ready to jump in. They're ready to leap in. Look at this 9 of Wands, that leaping action. I'm ready to take the initiative. I'm ready to take the chances. With the 8 of Wands, 2 big leaping cards, big moving cards that graduate the 8 into the 9, looking at a difference of 1. We're going forth. We're getting that ace almost sort of implied within there, because at the middle of it, we have the Emperor. They want that opportunity. They want the control. They want a lot of good stuff. They want to sort of move forward and get that done, right? The Emperor says, let's get it done. AP feels like, I want to make a move right now. AP doesn't want to wait at all. I don't think AP's in that mode of, let's chill out, let's see where it goes. No. AP ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that, and AP is one of them that ain't got time for that. AP gets it done. AP gets it done. I think the feelings for you are pretty good. Pretty good as it goes. Willing to take those chances. And I'm going to take a chance with a shower and a banana, my friends. And I am out of here. We will see you tomorrow.
Drowned too deep, no strength to fight. My God, so good. Hermit, Ooh.